What is up, you anime otakus? Welcome to another episode of Anime Nokori, the podcast that talks about the animes not only that's happening in the present, but also in the past. I am your host, Davis.
And I'm Tiffany.
And welcome, and as always, I hope everyone's having a great day. And who is up for a brand new, different kind of discussion, as always? So, Tiffany.
Yes.
What's the topic for today?
I have no idea. I can't remember what we're talking about today.
Just nothing on the top of
No, I think
your
we're
head?
just going to shoot this stuff.
Yeah, we're just gonna shoot it. Just see where it's gonna go.
How's your day going?
Oh man,
we're talking about One Piece, guys. The live action, to be specific, season 2 of the One Piece live action.
Yes. You know, it's funny. Like, I really do want to talk about regular One Piece, but I just think, but we all know
that's daunting.
That is going to be a whole ordeal. So that's going to be something that we're going to have to, we'll figure it out. If we get interest, let us know. We'll go, but we'll see. That's a long, hard thing.
Oh man, it is. But you know what? Coming from a previous One Piece denialist, a One Piece hater, I got such strong thoughts. I am right or
You were
I
a
am
denialist? So what was your story about
I
it?
hated the idea. I tried to watch One Piece 3 or 4 different times across like 5 or 6 years, and I could not get into it. And now I am a diehard Straw Hat.
So was it just because of Corazon, or that?
No, I didn't even know about Corazon until well into it. It was I remember the exact episode that did it for me. It was episode 37 when Luffy put the hat on Nami, and it was like, I'm gonna go get Arlong for you. And I was like, damn it, I think I like this show.
Jesus. Okay. So you weren't even was that show, like, was it fairly new when that happened? Or was it something that you
I
just kinda
watched
came
it
back
during, you talk about when I first started
on?
watching
When
it?
you first started watching it.
I tried several times throughout, because it's been on for like, 25 years, 26 years?
1999.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is that crazy?
There are people who were not born. People probably watching this podcast who weren't born when this show came out.
insane.
And they're probably going to die before it ends, honestly.
There's a very good possibility of that happening, or if not, it's already happened.
No, so I tried several times. I tried like 5 times. I was like, the animation is crappy, or it's too long. The characters are annoying. I couldn't do it. And I think it was COVID. I think COVID was the reason why I was like, okay, I don't have anything else to do. I might as well try to watch this show. And my best friend at the time was also, we started it together, and we buddy watched it. We got to episode 37 and we were both like, crap, I think we like this show. And he proceeded to finish it within like,
At the time,
it was right before,
600 or 700
nah,
episodes.
son, it was up to, I remember it was up to, I think he was in Wano.
Oh my God.
He was in Wano. We started it in October. He was at Wano by Christmas.
That is, so he was just watching it like 24/7.
I guess so. Like, he worked from home, and I think he would have it up on one screen and then like work on another one.
That is wild.
So he blitzed through it.
I don't know if he did, the real
remembered
question is
anything.
If he paid attention,
I don't know.
Because I would call shenanigans. It was like, it's like there's a lot of that in that series. I would be like, what? So it's like, okay, so let me ask you this.
Yeah, sometimes I'll make references to him and they're like, I don't remember that. And I'm like, nah, it's because you didn't watch it. But anyway, I used to hate it, and now I am. Ooh.
That is funny. That's a good backstory. Your backstory is a lot better than mine, so I'll tell you that.
You got all the One Piece merch, and I feel like you don't like it that much.
Why? And you know it's funny. Like, I am not okay. Let me tell you the straight thing of this. It's not that I hate One Piece. I don't hate One Piece.
This sounds like a disclaimer.
It's a good show, but I don't think I would say I'm a fan of One Piece, because if you tell a person about, like, because my biggest issue with One Piece is pacing, because that pacing is insane. Because you can't, it's to a point that you can't tell I personally think that you can't tell a brand new person that's looking into an anime series and say you want to go into One Piece. It's like, okay, you really have to watch it at the beginning all the way to to now. You can't just go and just, half cocked in and just say, oh, here you go.
I mean, that's true. No, it's not.
It's a lot.
It's not for noobs, for sure. Absolutely not a new anime watch. Because I've been watching anime for quite some time before I ever started One Piece.
Right.
And even I was like, I don't know if I could do this.
Like I could watch. Like I watched I did watch Inuyasha in order,
why can't people say that word right?
What, Inuyasha?
Say it again.
Inuyasha.
Inuyasha. There's like a thing, like a phenomenon that it's like almost what is it called? A Mandela effect. That nobody can say that word now.
Now, I don't think it's a thing.
No, it just changed. Like recently, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why everybody's talking about it so much. It's a 20-year-old anime. And now everybody's weird. Like, oh, Inuyasha, I loved that show.
Anyway. But I was like you do have to watch it in order. It does have a continuous story, but however, if you miss, like if you jump into something, you'll be a little bit lost, but you can kind of get the gist of it. You can't do that for One Piece. You can't go in and be like, okay, what, like, because all the characters have a backstory to a point, or something. It's like everything is connected in some sort of way. So you can't just do that. But the way he tells his story for these arcs is mind-numbingly frustrating, because some like what's called Big Mom and Pound and Island and stuff.
We're about to call it Pound Cake.
I was gonna call Pound Cake Island. I was about to. I was close. I was close to saying it, but I didn't. I'm kind of glad you kind of noticed on that one. But like when he was trying to escape, that whole escape scene was like 40 episodes, and then they were on the sea, but at the same time he was fighting what's his name, the
Katakuri.
Yeah, Katakuri, which is awesome. He was a money dude. I loved him, but it's like there's no reason for it to be that long. Reason.
The pace of one isn't. That's the thing about this show is it doesn't have filler arcs. Like Bleach has whole filler arcs. Naruto has whole filler arcs. One Piece has filler tropes
within the
you will have like every episode of One Piece, if it's 22 minutes long, there will be 7 minutes of just running down a hallway, or 3 minutes of I threw a punch, gotta get your reaction and your reaction and your reaction all in order, and then you throw a second punch, we gotta get your reaction and you're in the opposite direction. And that is One Piece,
and that's what drives me, and that's the thing that gets to me. Like it's like I've said multiple times, I'm all about the story, and then I do keep a close eye on pacing. One Piece pacing is garbage. It is very big garbage. But if you tell a huge One Piece fan that, but most people will be like, oh, you're just a hater, or and stuff like that. And I'm just like, no, I like One Piece, and One Piece's story is good, but it's just takes forever. Everyone always talk about Dragon Ball Z, the leveling up or powering up, and for like two or three episodes, and that's their tipping point. But they can't acknowledge One Piece, when he's trying to save Ace and he's on that power pet just running to try to get the taste.
It's all running.
Yeah, and it's literally 50 episodes of it. Like, oh no, that's perfectly fine. He has to show all of that. It's like, no, you don't. And that's where we're going to lead on to the live action, live action One Piece. Okay, so
before you start, Pete, don't let him. I'm a One Piece evangelist. I'm a One Piece
evangelical. I don't know.
Both. I don't care. Just watch One Piece because it fixes the pace. It takes out all the running and the reaction shots. If you haven't seen One Piece anime and you like the live action and you want to see the source material, if you don't want to read the manga, which the pacing is better in the manga, just watch One Piece. I don't know where it is. You find it, and it's fantastic. Yes. Anyway, the live action.
And also before the live action, this is when I'm going to do two different things. First, one thing, this is a spoiler review.
Obviously.
Or it's not even a review. We're going to be talking about spoilers. So if you have not seen this, have not seen One Piece Season 2, or even One Piece Season 1, we're probably going to go back
Buttercup.
to it.
It's been out for forever.
Yeah.
It hasn't actually. I just finished it like last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's only 8 episodes.
Well, I have a life.
Oh, well,
Davis
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
do anything but watch anime.
Oh, yeah. It's like, although I did watch this on my plane trip to Japan. So.
And that's what I'm saying. He cheated. He had a full 13 hours to watch all this.
I was just sat down. I was like, what's funny? Went to Japan, 8 hours for season 1. Back to the States.
I didn't see anything.
No, I didn't see any of it. But all of it's fresh in my mind, which I'm glad. I am definitely glad.
Wow. All right. Anyway.
Yeah. So this is a spoiler podcast of season 2 of One Piece. So if you haven't seen it, this is your warning. Spoiler 2. We're now doing a poll on each of every time when we do release it.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you like, what you think about it. So if you want to be a part of the poll, tell us what you think. Is it a yes? Is it a no? Is it a he haven't seen before? We would love to know. It's in the comment.
Is it peak or is it mid? Is it bad?
Should I say
We're gonna do? Huh?
I should say peak, mid, or what?
Yeah, something else.
Okay, I don't know.
That's lame. What you
I'm an old man, so I don't know the lingo these
Y'all need
kids
to get him
say
up
today.
to date with everything.
Yes,
guys.
the hippity hop.
Ooh, he's a real hip dude, guys. You gotta rad.
Oh yeah, so there you go. But so there is Brad. What's Brad?
Rad.
Oh, rad.
Rad, like radical.
Radical.
Wow. His old ears couldn't even hear the word.
Well, it's 5 o'clock. It's my dinner time.
right before 6 o'clock, which is the sleep time.
Yeah, that's my sleepy time. That's the night. But yeah. So, anyways, we'll get down to it. So, as you already know, we already got into our rant of One Piece. But what is One Piece? So, One Piece is about a boy by the name of Luffy, now a man. I'm sorry, before I go into a man-child. How's that?
Man-child is
a man-child
better.
by the name of Luffy, who is out to seek the One Piece, which is the big treasure from the king of the pirates, and he wants to find it to become the next king of pirates. But then him and his crew do a lot of crazy zany things, power up, go through a lot of sailing, and do a lot of random shit. So, but anyways,
hold on, I'll tell them before in previous episodes he had been reading the synopsis off Crunchyroll.
Yes,
that was just straight from the dome.
That's from the dome. He's like, yeah. But anyways, so this series has been going on since 1999. It is 2026, so you do the math. It's been decades for this series to come out, and it is so Netflix saw a very possibility to do an adaptation of it. They did this, and they wanted to do a live action adaptation. Oda wanted to be did a part of it, which is thank God that he did. Yes. It was really good. I think this is a great idea for them to do it, and it made it in. So far, there's 2 seasons of it. And it does roughly go through the story of the original in the beginning. It does a really good job on it. And if anything, you know, it's funny. And then
I feel like you're gonna trigger me so many times in this episode.
Oh, I probably will. I'll probably will trigger you.
What were you about to say?
No, I was gonna say the 2 different. It's like, so people who weren't fans or don't watch anime, it's a very good introduction. I would say it's a very good representation for a person that doesn't watch anime about what One Piece is about. It does encapsulate it fairly good. So. That's what I was going to say. Right. You're just waiting to give a reason. That's what it is.
It's going to be a hate crime on this podcast episode, I feel like.
So, you know what's funny? So, being a One Piece fan,
yes.
What do you think of season 2?
First of all, I would like to say that I think that the only reason why I like it better than season 1. Season 1 I thought was great still. Mm-hmm. And I think the only reason why this live action works is because Ichiro Oda was so hands-on about it. Mm-hmm. He picked the cast, he helped with the pacing, which
I'll probably get someone else to do that.
He probably actually did. But he was so hands-on that it was able to thwart the typical direction of how live action animes go.
Death Note
is y'all. Death Note is it's an atrocious piece of garbage. Mm-hmm. It goes, and y'all can I want to hear your thoughts on this. It goes Dragon Ball Evolution. This is order from the worst.
That's probably the worst. Okay.
To the least worst.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Ball Evolution, peak horrible live action anime. I don't even know what that was. Then Death Note. That was I don't even know what that was. What were we doing with the plot? And then Avatar: The Last Airbender.
You didn't like the season? I never watched it.
No. Let me correct. You're right. The movie. The movie M. Night Shyamalan, okay. Avatar: The show was decent.
Okay. I still need to watch it. I still haven't seen it.
Which one?
The series.
Oh, okay. Did you watch the movie?
No.
Okay, don't ever do that. And then I think Cowboy Bebop is real bad.
You know what's funny? So with Cowboy Bebop, I'm 50-50. Because I think people are looking at it at rose-colored glasses. It was bad. You're right. Okay. It was bad. However, it's not. It was nowhere near Death Note bad.
No, nothing.
They did add a lot of different things, but then when you look at really kind of back to how Cowboy Bebop was, mm-hmm. You kind of have to give it a little bit of credit.
Yeah,
here because like they did
grace.
Yeah, but it's like I just think they did a bad job on casting because Julia was horrible.
That's writing. Julia and Vicious is this writing.
I don't think the actors fit into it. The characters that were playing it didn't.
Writing.
And the writing was just terrible too to it.
So it's a bad show. And then the visuals were bad.
Yeah, and the visuals
which makes it a bad show.
I did I not agree with you that it was bad?
No, you did. You're right.
I'm just saying it's not, but it wasn't like Death Note. They made shit up, and Death Note it was just bad.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Did you see Gantz?
I didn't see Gantz.
Gantz was pretty bad too.
So I think and we're not going. Sorry, everything always ends up coming back to Cowboy Bebop. Yeah. All I'm gonna say about that one is that if they just called it a reimagining, I would have been fine with it.
That's true. I would say reimagining would have definitely got away with it. But
as far as One Piece goes, they did a great job. They incorporated actual like shot for shot from the anime and the manga. Like they did a really good job embodying the anime and manga in this live action.
Oh no, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I think, it's funny to me, like if they do the way that they did the pacing on this series, because that's what I loved about it. Because
that's what I thought you were going to say
8 episodes. It was an 8 episode seasons. Even though the seasons, I've never really been a fan of 8 episode seasons because I just feel like it's just
rushed.
Yeah, it's rushed. I mean, you definitely in One Piece you need a little more than 8 episodes. But they did. But I think first season did a great job of encapsulating 3 different things that were happening to it. That's true. Then just like in less than 8 episodes, and then they had half the crew in 8 episodes.
That's true.
So I think that was really good. And then in this one, the story is a little bit more centralized. Like, I mean, there were different topics of it, but it was a lot bigger. And I think that they with season 2, like how season 2. Well, first off, I didn't really kind of give what season 2 was about. So kind of let me backtrack a little bit. So season 2 was the beginning. They hit the Grand Line. There was in the process of actually going onto the Grand Line, and then now starting to get into the beginning of their true journey of trying to find the One Piece. So during that time, there is a couple of obstacles in their way. Like they go into the first port town that's at the Grand Line. There's also, was it Laboon? Laboon the whale at the beginning of it too. So they meet another friend there. What's up?
Do you want to take an episode by episode?
We can go through it like that. Let's do it that way. It's probably gonna be a lot easier.
Episode ish, because it's fresh in your mind, but it's a little bit.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, so it starts with the first episode is them. Oh God, I just said that and then immediately forgot what the first. What's the first episode?
Oh wow, brain fart! Giant brain fart.
Davis is going to tell us what the first part of the first episode of.
So the first episode was when they go to the town where Goldie Roger got executed. Yeah, Jolly Roger. I was gonna call him that. Jolly D. Roger. The front of the cartoon, like the front of a cereal box at that point. But when Gold D. Roger gets executed, so because they were low on supplies and they needed to find they needed to resupply, and then Zora needed to get new swords and stuff like that. Gosh. Yeah, all those different things was really cool. So they did all of this, and then so this is kind of where they veered off a little bit in place, because there's things that happened in this once then it didn't happen in the anime, which was I don't think they came across Buggy. And did they come across Buggy in that season? Because I don't remember. Like, it's the anime. I don't remember.
Well, I know. You probably don't need to speak on this. I don't know. But even if they did not, I still enjoyed it.
They fit it pretty good.
I want to say this. My least favorite characters in all of One Piece are Buggy and Usopp.
They make Buggy so good in this, though.
And they are my top 2 favorite characters in the live action. It almost makes me hate the live action. Y'all, Why do you hate the live? I hate Buggy and Usopp so much that the fact that I love them so much in the live action makes me physically angry. They're so cool. Usopp is so cool. And Buggy is I will say they cuss a lot.
They do. Well, especially Buggy.
All Buggy does is cuss. Yeah. And it's creative cuss words.
Yeah. It's like, especially to Luffy. It's so hilarious.
He's doing the most.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't remember if they do catch up to, or if Buggy and Alvida do meet Luffy in what is that place called?
I forgot the name. I'll look it up.
I don't know, but it was cool. But now the important person that they meet in wherever that place is. What is that place called? Anyway, is Smoker. How do you feel about Smoker's character?
They made Smoker Smoker already when you first meet Smoker was already a big part.
Yeah,
like he was a big deal because this was the beginning of a Logia fruit user.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
that's our first one we get to see.
Yeah, that was the first one that we got to see, and then they didn't really explain that. Well, and as well they shouldn't, but I think you knew that it's like, how do you fight smoke? You can't. Yeah, essentially. And then so they haven't introduced things like hockey and stuff like that.
Well, I think Oda didn't know what hockey was until well into the
way that he introduced it felt like this is like a retcon of everything to give a reason.
It's kind of like Togashi and Nin. I don't think he knew what he was doing with that either.
Absolutely
he was just like, Nin? Put that in there.
You know what
Same
happened?
with hockey.
I think he's like, he realized at one point in time, it's like, how are you going to fight a guy? Like, you can't fight, like, what's his name? The dude that with light that
Kizaru?
Yeah, Kizaru.
Yeah.
And you can't fight the magma dude. You can't fight any of the
you
can't fight Logia
have,
for users at all.
And then it became to the strongest people have the strongest Nin.
Yeah.
Or not Nin, sorry. Strongest hockey. And it's like, all right. It's
exactly. It's like, you know what? He almost
wave,
wrote himself in a hole. He found a way to get out of it. So he figured it out.
You don't keep an anime going for 26 years without figuring it out.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I wasn't expecting this. It's like, uh-oh. You know what? It's like,
and to your point earlier, Oda's fans are such diehard that whatever he does, they're going to be like, he was going to plan it all along. He's a genius.
He didn't plan
He's the
it.
GOAT. I don't think he did.
I don't think he planned it.
No, not at all. But anyway.
What's reactionary? But so
just give me the first letter of the town.
I'm trying to find it right now.
I thought you had it.
Oh no, I'm still looking for it. Yeah, it's not showing, but I've been trying. I was like, yeah, it's not telling you it.
Dang it.
Okay, but anyways, keep on continuing. I'll look for it.
I don't think I was the one talking, but so you were talking about the Logia fruit.
Oh
and
yeah.
How...
So with Smoker, you were talking about Smoker. That's right. So with Smoker it's himself. I like Smoker. Smoker is really cool, and his background story about he's all about about justice, and he said everything about him was perfect. Like the reasoning on why he joined the Marines and like what he wants, like what he was going to do. Like he was there. His original goal was he wanted to pursue Monkey D. Luffy, but then he got routed because of Garp wanted him to go do something to find out who what's it called, the secret organization and stuff. So like they did a great job introducing him and his vice captain, which
I love. Tashiki.
Oh, they're going to get together.
No,
they're going to get together.
No.
Yeah.
First of all, I know they're not, because Oda didn't even like romance. That man is asexual when it comes to his creation.
I'm sorry, they're going to ship.
They are definitely not. They're absolutely not. And that's unpopular because people want Tashiki to date Zoro. So
I would say
you're the only person on this ship that you've created.
It's going to happen.
It will not.
Yeah. Why?
I don't think Smoker has it. That man does not see her as.
Oh no, not Smoker. I think she's going to go with Zoro.
No. Also no.
No. Smoker does no. Smoker is totally no.
Yeah, he has no feelings.
Yeah,
he's a Ken doll.
Uh-huh.
I love Tashigi. I love Tashigi. That's really good casting. They did really good casting choices. Not everyone I think is perfectly casted, but Tashigi is one of the good ones.
Yeah,
that sounds bad.
It does sound bad.
I'm sorry. It's good casting.
Better than what we've been hearing about. Like, like the people's been talking about, like Onami was a nepo.
I have
a nepo thing
Nami.
of that. And we'll get to that.
I have a whole.
Really?
I have a whole phone full of thoughts.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know that you had strong thoughts about the Nami.
I don't know if y'all can see. I have thoughts about these shows.
That was Nami specifically?
No, not about just Nami specifically.
Oh, okay. So
thoughts about this.
Yeah, and then also I like that they what's her name? The first pirate that Luffy fought.
Alvida.
Yeah, Alvida.
Yeah.
But she comes back.
She's so impressive.
Yeah, it's
Alvida,
quite impressive.
So
as well.
in season 1, Alvida is she's a very voluptuous lady. She's terrible, but she's a curvy gal. She eats the slip fruit, so everything slips off of her, including weight.
Yes.
And the actress actually went from being a heavier set woman to literally slimming down. I don't know what size she is now as far as like dress size, but she lost so much weight, and it is like 1 for 1 with the anime. It's so impressive. If y'all have not seen the dedication that this cast has is. I've never seen it before. Taz Skylar, who plays Sanji, ended up getting multiple black belts in a couple different martial arts to learn like to kick. He ended up actually taking cooking classes, and he was cooking on set every day. He is crazy. Zoro, which I'm sure we'll talk about, buffed up.
Oh yeah,
like bulked up like crazy. Everybody thinks he's on that stuff.
Oh yeah, no. Do you know what's funny? You know the fun fact about Zoro?
Sure.
You know, okay, so have you ever watched Kill Bill?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember when he was trying to find Hattori's Hanzo, the sword?
Yeah.
That's his dad in real life.
That's
cool. It was just, like, so, and that dude was is a legendary Japanese actor.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
okay, so he's like, it was running the family.
It was running in the family, and they chose him. They chose right on with Zoro. That Zoro.
Yeah.
You're right. The casting of that is incredible itself. And the name of the town, Logetown.
You just gonna give you the first letter. All right.
Sorry.
All right, fine. Okay. I wasn't gonna get it.
You wasn't gonna get it anyway.
I could have gotten it.
No, you would.
Anyway, whatever. He's a hater.
But yeah, so anyways, it starts there. Then they found a way to escape. They realized that because like I think what I love about this series, like when he escaped, it still kind of continued the fact that this is the new generation of pirates from the old generation that was handed over to him. Because you remember in the reason why Mihawk decided to let them go originally. Yeah, Mihawk was tight. In the first season, and then let him go to this. It just continues on about like saying, you know, there's a possibility that he is actually the chosen one to find the One Piece.
Yeah,
it's like I love that continuance of story that they did with this, and that's what happened. And then from there. They're getting I forget the name of the organization.
Baroque Works.
Yeah, so Baroque Works was the underlying issue of the whole season itself.
The antagonist.
Yeah, the antagonist. But then but it's like it's a subtle increase. Like it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger eventually.
So the reason why it gets bigger and bigger is because they're meeting. So the Baroque Works is made up of different agents. It's a hodgepodge of different agents that are all numbered from whatever high number down to 0. The lower your number, the more powerful and important you are. And as we're going through this season, you're getting lower and lower and meeting more powerful Baroque Works agents.
Yeah. So like, and I think that is a really kind of overall like how the things were going. Now, Baroque Works was the main storyline for it. However, throughout that whole process, there was things that was being introduced. Like there was like for instance, characters like Chopper. You have King Wapple. I mean, that was at the back end of the storyline, and then there's also some of the other backs the Vivi, which was a very big piece of this as well. Just so many different good aspects. Now, overall. So I mean, like we can go episode by episode. I don't think we should.
No, it doesn't make sense anymore. But yes,
yeah. But what do you think? So overall, what do you think as a whole of season 2?
I liked it. I liked it. I have notes, but as far as the show itself, very good, very well executed. The pacing was great. It made me change my mind about several characters that I had strong feelings for, either positive or negative. It was good.
I would look. Okay, but first off, I know you have an issue with Usopp.
I have an issue with Usopp because I don't have an issue with Usopp.
Yeah, really.
I hate him so much, y'all.
Yeah.
I hate. He's my least favorite anime character.
Like, period, of them all. Of all time? That's pretty strong.
Yeah, I wish I could count Korra from Legend of Korra.
But it's not an anime.
But if not, then yeah, I think so.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think so.
So it was, okay, so it's Usopp, and who was it? Who else that you didn't like?
You're talking about in the live well, Buggy also,
Buggy,
but that's like who I in my heart don't like. That is outside of the live action.
Yes.
But I also, y'all, another unpopular anime opinion, and this genuinely is unpopular because everybody's like, oh, she should be an honorary Straw Hat member. Oh, we love her so much. Oh, she's so helpful and useful. I hate Vivi. I hate Vivi. Anybody who knows me knows I hate Vivi. She's so unhelpful in the anime.
Right.
Whenever they get to Alabasta, there'll be like giant sandworms that come and almost eat Usopp. And she's like, oh, I forgot to tell you that we have sandworms. Or like I don't know, like a building will crumble and almost take out the Straw Hats. Oh, I forgot to tell you that the sand in this area is really loose. Well, like, why do you live here or not? Why do you not know these things?
How do you how can you ask for help, get help, and then you're not letting people know anything about it?
And then whenever she joined the Straw Hats, she kept trying to dim their light.
Yes.
Luffy and Usopp would be acting silly, and she'd be like, well, how can you be silly at a time like this? And it's like, Vivi, you are a guest here. You are an imposition, if anything.
You're on his ship.
You are, yes, you better put some chopsticks in your nose and play along.
Yes.
So, but the live action, she's pleasant.
Yes.
And she's helpful, and I like her.
Yeah.
And I hate that too.
Why do? Oh, okay.
I don't hate that one. That's fine.
All your opinions on these characters. Oh, it goes to show that they really did a good job on casting all their characters,
except for a few that I used to like and don't like anymore.
Okay, well, and who is that?
I would rather you tell me how you feel about it.
Okay, fine. First off, I'd say that this show is literally the best renditions of how they can pace the long running stories at the very beginning of One Piece, and then it goes to show that it is possible. It does. It really goes to show that it is possible to show everything that you're needing to show, everything that is important to show, and you can encapsulate that and make it make sense and stuff. So you don't need to make, like, for instance, Baroque Works, they're throwing numbers at you. They're still they haven't skipped anyone yet.
They haven't.
But the way that they're placing them, like for instance at the when Smoke came into the marine area, and then they introduced new people.
We never even saw them in the anime. They're just manga.
They were just they were able to put them in good places to make sense, and they did a great job of pacing that. And then like the giants that did happen, and then like and I totally forgot about the wax trap. That because I remember in the anime the wax trap took 20 episodes. Yeah, it did. I remember that because I was like, what are they doing? It's like we're just gonna slowly turn you into wax. And it's like that contraption is like a Batman 66 like 66,
which is ironic because the guy who is Mr. 3 he was in Gotham, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in Gotham.
He's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he was in Suicide Squad. That dude, he's in Bison and Street Fighter.
I love him so much.
Dude is funny. Dude,
such
I love
a silly goose, and I'm a fan.
He's a cool.
Perfect for this role.
Have you seen that podcast he has when he's in the casket?
No, I didn't. No.
Yeah, he has a casket podcast. Like
he's
literally in the casket and he's asking questions to another person that's in the casket.
Goose. I love him.
He is a silly goose. It is freaking amazing. But back to it. I mean, the love of this show is so deep. Like from what you were saying earlier about all the actors were like did their own, like when they were looking into their characters, they were like doing their own things. Like I forgot his name. The dude with I think he was Mr. 9.
Yeah.
With the pinky.
Oh yeah, he did the pinky.
Yeah, the pinky thing. Yeah, he did that himself. They didn't put it in the script. Put it there,
and he just loves the show.
Yeah,
he's like
he loves the show.
Into the show. Wanted to be. He's like, I know fans are going to look for this, so I'm going to make sure that my pinkies are out. Whenever
the pinkies are out, that he did his own different kinds of things.
So
he made it his own
good.
character because people have the initiative because people see the love of this show.
Yeah,
and that makes it so special. Makes it even more special in itself. Now casting wise, I don't probably have as much of a strong opinion to you on it. I just kind of wanted to, because like my main character, the one of the characters that I will always love is Nico Robin.
Yeah, and I'm interested to hear what you think about her.
At first I wasn't like Nico. Well, Nico Robin is a weird character initially because like at first. She comes in as the bad guy. She's the antagonist. I think she's known as Miss All Sunday, I believe. Yeah, so she comes in, and then you kind of already had feelings about her, but then you're like thinking, "Oh, that is some nasty looking fruit user that she has with the arms." I love it so much. But the way she's using it and stuff. And so you at first you didn't even think that she was. Then you were like Then they had more questions, like because her Wander poster was when she was a child and stuff. It's like I love that introduction of her, and they did a good job with her. I liked her. I like her. I love the fact that they gave her a completely different accent that like it's not British.
Everybody's accent
it's not everything. It's all melting pot. I love it.
So I think it's interesting because I think Oda is picking people with those accents that come from the regions where those people would naturally come from, because Oda revealed at a certain point that all of the where each Straw Hat would have come from, like Luffy would be Brazilian, Robin would be Russian, Nami is I forget where she's from, Swedish.
Maybe
Frankie is from the U.S. Chopper's from Canada. Usopp is from Africa. The whole continent, I guess. I don't know if he got specific. And,
he wasn't that specific.
Yeah, Zoro's Japanese, obviously, and Sanji's French. So all these, I don't know where the Sanji's accent is in his live action. It's kind of all over the place, but it's not French.
He's definitely Sanji.
Yeah, it's not
Sanji
French.
is. Yeah, I don't know what Sanji is.
I don't know either. But everybody's accent is very similar to where they would actually be regionally. So I think that's kind of cool. So Robin sounds.
I love that.
East European or whatever.
Definitely, I love that. I love like how they're doing it with this, and then the thing that I also really loved about it is that people are actually dying in this.
Yeah.
So and I love that. Because what's his name? Vivi's guardian.
Oh yeah,
that
his
dude.
name.
Yeah,
I don't know his name.
But the dude that sings, it's like la la la. And he has the gun just comes out and stuff. Like I like that they did things like that. There was no way that he got stabbed in the heart, but he found a way to come back and stuff.
He's totally dead.
Granted, it's a cartoon. I understand. It's a jump series. I understand.
Totally dead, guys.
Yeah, yeah. What does he come back?
I don't remember.
I don't like the way you're talking to me right now. I don't.
Just don't like it too much is all I'm gonna say.
Really?
People do die. They do be dying.
Yeah, what's his name? When they got the Mary, the
guy with the claws,
the goat guy.
Oh yeah. No, he died.
Yeah,
he died in the anime too.
He died in the anime.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember him dying in the anime.
That baby did not live.
I could have sworn he didn't.
I don't think he lived.
Okay. Anyways, well, I don't know.
I might be lying.
I may call shenanigans. I could have sworn that he did not die. He did get stabbed, but he didn't. But he found it.
He might have lived.
Yeah, but
they don't really die in One Piece like that, except for
a lot of people. You mean the plot drivers? Yeah, yeah. So, but character wise, I think they've been really respectable for me. I haven't had any. I haven't really been impartial on my view on any of the characters, but you have more. You have more things to go with it. So,
opinions.
What do you think about the characters?
Okay, hold on. Before I say that, this is an interesting fact from the anime. It's interesting that because I'll be kicking questions to the audience. I need y'all to start answering some of these in the comments. Who do you think has the higher death body count, Nico Robin or Zoro in the anime? Who do you think? Who do you think has killed more people, Zoro or Robin?
I mean, it sucks because we're going by assumption of Robin because how dangerous.
I'm talking about in the anime.
In the anime,
yeah. Clearly, we've seen Zoro murking people.
Yeah, but Robin doesn't see. The thing with Robin is that she's an archaeologist.
Just quick off the top of your head,
I would say Zoro.
He has, I think, a confirmed kill in the anime. I think one. Fun fact, Nami has killed more people in the anime than Zoro has. Robin has been shield.
Who did Nami kill?
She killed, so they didn't show it in the live action, but when they were going up Reverse Mountain, there was a guy with a devil fruit, and he stowed away on the ship, and she kicked him off Reverse Mountain into the ocean, into the waterfall. Okay. And they were just like, damn, Nami. She was like, he can't swim, right? She was like, I know. And so yeah, right. So Nami has more confirmed kills than Zoro does. Robin, she does the what does she call it?
Or whatever.
But she has a thing where she'll crack people's backs in half.
Yeah.
Not in the fun way. So so she has more confirmed kills than Zoro too. I put this on my Instagram and had everybody vote, and boy, I was having to Google and fight for my life in those comments because they were just like, Zoro's a swordsman, of course he's killed. And no.
Okay. But we're talking about the anime. We're talking about live action.
Talking about the anime. And so with that being said, to go to your point, Zoro is just murdering people. He did the 100, whatever they had that in Logetown, was it?
Yeah. No, that was
Whiskey Peak.
Yeah, Whiskey Peak.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was so funny because it's not funny, but
hilarious.
It's so funny that he requested to actually kill 100 men because he knew the audience was going to count. So he was like, I need to make sure. And it's such a long fight scene.
It is.
It's almost
of the. And it's a one camera shot too. Is it a continuous camera?
I don't think so.
Was it because the way that they did it was abuse? He was just the fight was because it was Mihawk talking to him while he was doing all of this.
Yeah,
right?
I don't.
But then
I think there were
angles.
parts of it that were.
Okay.
Don't give me the line though. I don't think it was. I just know that it was very impressive, and it was a very long fight scene. It was fantastic. Okay. So with that being said, my thoughts on characters. I have two. I guess we'll just have the controversial opinions. Let me go ahead and put my phone out. So here's the deal. As far as my thoughts on certain characters, I think that this one is my most fervent thought. I don't like competent Nami.
You don't like competent Nami?
I don't like competent Nami.
You like coward kind of Nami?
And yes, and let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. The reason why is it's the same thing with back to like live action Avatar: The Last Airbender. Sokka, in the show, he's sexist, and his whole character arc is him learning that women can be just as, if not more powerful and competent as men. And he has this like come to Jesus moment where he's having to like, hey, I have been wrong in my thinking. Can you please mentor me, women soldiers, female soldiers? And it's this moment that's like really powerful. And Nami has a moment like that. She's been cowardice. She has been damsel in distress the entire time. She has been pretty much useless aside from her mind and her thieving berry mongering. But there is a scene in Alabasta where she and Zoro are supposed to be fighting this group, and Zoro has to go off and do something else, and he leaves Nami with another very like a good well fighting lady. That was a horrible way to word it. She's a very skilled fighter, and Nami is like, hey, listen, we don't have to do this, and the lady's like, no, but we do though. And Nami has to get it together, and she's getting her butt kicked, but she figures out how to fight. She learns how to be tough, and it's a very pivotal moment. Nami is fighting harder than anybody in this show. She's fighting just as hard as Zoro. I don't anytime something comes up, Nami pulls her freaking bow staff out and she gets into a stance, and I don't like that she is ready to fight so at the drop of a dime. I think that there's not a lot of room for growth to overcome like those. Every Straw Hat has their own specific vices and their own specific like downfalls, their like flaws in their character, and one of Nami's is that she's cowardice and requires a lot of help when it comes to like conflict or fighting. And the fact that she doesn't have that, it doesn't give her room to grow into somebody who has earned this graduation into a competent fighter.
To be fair though, like the beginning of One Piece itself, like, because this is still kind of, let's say less, is it the first within the last 150 episodes per se in the anime relatively?
I think
so like the big threats, like the people like the fruit users and stuff like that, I don't mind how Nami is with this. I mean, personally for me, I see your point that Nami is a lot more, competent when it comes to, like, okay, if I have to put up, then if I have to, get down with it, I'll get down with it. However, the enemies that she was fighting, besides the girl, what's her name, the slip fruit girl,
Alvida,
Alvida and stuff. Most of these people, are dangerous, but I don't think most of these people are to a point that, like, because I don't think now if it was like if he was fighting like a number 3, or like if she was fighting going straight to a number 3 and stuff like that, I would have had more of a problem with it.
She fought the lady who has the kilo fruit.
Which one was that? Oh yeah, but it wasn't like she was going, like she came in and was going in front of it. There was a situation where they were they come across her, if I remember correctly. Was it number 4 and are they 4 and 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so number 4 and number 5.
Well, the men have the numbers and the women have the names, like the All Sunday, this Thursday, whatever.
Okay, so So the girl, the one that could change her weight and stuff. It wasn't like she was like, okay, we're gonna have to fight each other. Oh, you mean when they got out of the
wax?
They got out of the wax. Okay, now I remember.
Now we went straight to business.
Yeah. Well. So, but the way that she took wasn't Usopp a part of that?
Yeah, he got them out of the wax, and I think he more so helped Zoro fight number 5. but it was Vivi. Now, to Vivi's credit, she might not be able to tell anything about her own Alabasta to the Straw Hats to be helpful. Right. She will throw down. And Vivi's been throwing down because she's an assassin. That's how she got into infiltrate Baroque Works. But so Vivi and Nami tag teamed Homegirl.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah,
okay.
But Nami was like ready to scrap immediately. Nami is always ready to scrap. There's going to be no character development for her.
Well, but I think it's tough to say. Yeah, but not yet. Because like I don't think that right now that like this fight, like even that character, she did have the Kila fruit, but it wasn't like she's not going to fight like the dude that is a living weapon. She fought Alvida, she fought that lady, she's going to keep fighting. But she didn't solo that.
I'm not asking Nami to. I'm talking about the fact that she's willing to fight at all.
Period. Instead of running away.
There's so many times where she's like, handle it. Usopp, handle it. Yeah. She'll even throw Usopp in front of it, knowing he's not doing anything. Right. It's just that there's nowhere to go now because she is almost the first one to jump into an altercation, and I don't like that.
I think they're gonna have to do these kind of weird concessions.
You can still make her scared. Like, you don't have to make her freaking Xena warrior princess.
She's not. I don't know if I would classify her as gung ho though, because like the situation that they were in on the fact that they got out of the wax and then they now have to fight number 4 and number 5. It's like, what do you want? Like they can't run away anywhere especially if she's able to float and then sink down into it.
Nami would. Nami would.
I don't know.
She would. She would though. She'd be like, "Oop, y'all handle it." Anyway, that's
so figure that. I mean, that's interesting. I don't know. I personally didn't like. I don't know, but I mean, it's a valid point what you're saying. You're right, because she did run away a lot. Oh, she does run away. Yeah. Usually she's in the back line. She doesn't usually come in.
She's like, is there money involved? No. Well then bye.
However, like she does throw down sometimes, even on the show, even in the anime.
And that is when it's so cool, because it's like, oh damn, Nami is throwing down. She's giving him the business, and it's an important, cool thing. I love when Nami steps up in the anime because she doesn't. And now it's nothing. It really is not impressive.
I don't know. I think that it's a build up, like with like, cause I don't think that in Baroque Works if she was, now that you pointed it out, now I might have to, now it may start coming across, but if she's like going to be like, hey, she's going to fight Crocodile directly.
Nami's putting hands on people, and I bet she will at some point. She's going to be like, oh, I'm ready to fight Crocodile. Extendo pole, fight Crocodile.
That would be hilarious. Okay. And who else was it?
The simplest Sanji.
Sanji, you don't like what they do with Sanji?
I love Sanji. I wish he was just a little bit more Sanji.
Oh, more love.
Just a little bit more of a flirt. I feel like I don't want to say too much and get a bad. I feel like you have to tone down certain things in order to make this palatable and socially acceptable for the masses. Sanji simping hard, getting nosebleeds for every thing in a skirt. I don't like it, but I do wish he was a flirt. He's so not a flirt, and I miss that. Even if he was just charming. Yeah. He didn't even have to be flirting. Just be charming.
He was charming. He's charming to Nami all the time.
So, no, not really. He's not really.
Do you remember the time when they were at
the Baratier?
Yeah,
the very first time.
Yeah,
and then never again since.
But no, he always like. Then they had the one-on-one moment when she was sick. Up in the
that heartfelt moment that he would have with any other Straw Hat. I think
he never does, because I don't remember.
Doesn't have the opportunity.
He never, dude. Him and Moss. He calls him Mosshead all the time. Him and Zoro. All the time is bickering back and forth towards all of that.
Better, or that show needs to be canceled.
He barely, he does. I'm not saying he barely talks to Usopp in that kind of level, but he talks he does a lot, spends a lot of time around Nami.
But not in the way that I would. He's not. Has he called her Nami dearest that many times?
Nami Schwan.
No, I mean, yeah, just. He hasn't like flirted with Vivi. He didn't flirt with. He just is not that much of a flirt or charmer.
I think we gotta give her some time. I personally gotta give her some time. Like
you keep saying that. We're 2 seasons in.
Well, 2 seasons, 16 episodes.
And I think that finally in the last 2 episodes of the season, he finally lit up a cigarette. Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay. It only took us 14 episodes
until what's her name, Nico Robin comes in.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Ooh, I'm stressed."
And then if he's still acting the way that he's acting, okay, then I'll say
fine.
We'll see. But like, I'm gonna give him another time.
I love Cass Skylar though. I want a disclaimer. I love all these characters. because I love the show so much, and I don't want to be one of those, I don't want y'all to think I'm one of those fans where it's like, if it's not exactly perfect, I don't like it. I love these things. But what I don't like is when you don't give, one of my favorite things in media is character development. That is the number one thing that I love in a show, in a book, in anything, character development. So when you shorten or take away the opportunity for character development, that's when it get a little anyway.
Okay, well, I mean valid points. And secondly, these are your like you can only naturally get connect the characters to the anime. So I understand where you're coming from. I haven't seen, like, there really hasn't been, I've been very impartial about it. I think they did they've been doing a fairly good job. Like so Nami and stuff, to me, I'm like, okay, cool. It's making sense. So I was like, okay, let me go on to it. But but you're more critical on it because you have more to kind of go on. So there you go. So that's fair. Now, like, what was your favorite part? What's one of your favorite parts of the series? Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Even outside of that, I thought that the episode with Bragi and Dory, the two giants, I thought that was going to be my favorite episode. It was amazing. The giants look fantastic. I think that One Piece laughs are really hard to nail. Those two dudes nailed them. They're so good. Job. That was a fantastic episode. And that was my favorite one. I had it written in here as my favorite episode until we met up with Chopper.
You like Chopper, the character, though,
Chopper
too?
is adorable.
Yes.
I have notes like all caps, Chopper, exclamation point, heart eyes, heart eyes. And then when it got to his sad backstory, it's like ... lowercase Chopper, sad face, sad face.
Yeah. The Giants was really good.
So good.
It was really good. They did a good job on their armor. They were basically 1-to-1. I was surprised on how close they were to it. Yeah, like the headpiece, everything was really good.
The actors are phenomenal.
Oh yeah, the actors were phenomenal. They definitely had the deal, the nose and everything. It was like so perfect.
It was
You're
so
right.
good. And just even the messages, like the messages in that episode of fear and failure and perseverance were so good, because that's one of that's part of the charm of One Piece is the little messages inside of it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Chopper is a really, like, I was looking forward to seeing how Chopper was coming in. Yeah. I loved how he comes in and just very nervous. Still the same kind of way. And I love that they skipped the hullabaloo of climbing the mountain and then coming across the rabbit bear or whatever. And then its family and stuff.
Yeah.
And
they still did a really good job with it.
They did a good job with it. I'm
made
so
it seem
glad.
like it was high stakes. Luffy still hurt himself trying to get everybody up there.
Yeah. The Wapple and the army, the crazy army that he created. Love all of that.
I was gonna say, how'd you feel about the visual effects on all
the visual effects are a little campy, but I still think
One Piece.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like, what are you gonna do? You can't do, like, it's not like you can actually have practical effects for the things and stuff. So I'm glad that they went. The weird one to me, I understand why they had to do it, was Chopper when he goes into his human form. Is a guy in a suit.
Dude in a suit. Yes.
But then he's like but then they made the voice the same, and then
that's
it's
how
like,
it is in the anime.
Yeah. But it's like, but then you're so used to Chopper being a CG character, you would think that they would be like, okay, let's do CG all the way, other than like and stuff. So I can't wait till he eats a rumble ball or whatever and see what's going to happen. When that happens, but yeah, so very interesting choice. But my favorite part of of season 2 was the Hero Luck background, the backstory of Hero Luck, because that
let you go.
Was
keep cutting you off
anyway. That was so good. Like they chose, it's funny, the name of the actor is so close to the name.
What's his name?
Yeah, I'll look it up here in a minute. But
you
like,
can't bring that up and then not
I can't remember.
With your receipt.
I saw his name. It's like it's close to Hero Luck, the name. I love the hairstyle, the top hat. Like the
perfectly fit snug on
stuff. Yeah, like the hat is shaped to the hair and stuff. But yeah, I love the backstory. The backstory of Chopper was like, because everyone has a bad past. Every single one has a bad past. I think the worst, like the one that has, who to you, the one of
just in live action or in the anime.
I'm talking about who the characters that we've been introduced to now. I think the person that has the least crazy past to me is Usopp out of all of them.
Well, I don't think so.
Luffy.
I feel like Luffy and Zoro have not. I feel like their paths are pretty neutral.
But Luffy, okay, so Luffy's thing was basically he wants to become the Pirate King, but the big thing is that he made for like Shanks loses an arm because to protect him and stuff. Not a big deal.
Not
a big deal. It's just Shanks. It's just using hockey.
It's fine.
Yeah, but then
how you know Oda didn't know about hockey?
Yeah. I know that's true. Maybe he knew that there was something, but he didn't have a name for it.
How did you end up losing an arm with hockey?
Well, he didn't use the hockey until...
That's what I'm saying. That's how you know Oda didn't know about hockey until a few hundred episodes in. That is true. Because then you go back and you're like, well, how does Shanks lose an arm if he's like one of the best hockey users?
That is very true.
To stare down a Sea King and make it run away.
But Shanks is just a weird character, though.
I have strong opinions on Shanks, too.
Shanks is such a weird character.
We probably need to we need to like... what is it called? Stockholm Syndrome, our fan base first. Get them really addicted to our show before I start giving my real strong One Piece opinions. I got real strong opinions
we actually
about
do
Shanks
anime
and
of
Garp.
One Piece, and Garp too. Yeah, it's very interesting. The Hero Lux story overall was amazing. I just really wish. I mean, don't get me wrong. To Katie Seagal's credit, she did a great job being.
That's
I forgot her name.
Her name is Kureya. Dr. Kureya.
Dr. Kureya. She nailed it. She did a great job.
She was really pretty though.
Oh well,
she's so pretty.
Yeah, she wasn't as decrepit as the anime.
Body was tea though.
Yeah. No kidding.
Body was tea.
It was like,
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah,
that's very funny.
No, Katie Seagal was a good choice.
She did a good career.
Yeah, I just really wish everyone's wishing. Jamie Lee Curtis in some sort of way is going to be in that series.
If anything, but Dr. Correa would be crazy though.
Well, Dr. Correa was because that's what she was wanting to do.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted her to be.
Because her favorite character in the series is Tony Chopper.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so she was going. So people were like, were thinking that she was going to be a part of it as Dr. Correa, but she couldn't because she had another gig she was doing.
So they were okay.
Yeah,
got it. I wasn't sure if that was a rumor or if it was.
Oh no, that's what she confirmed that. Got it. So, but no, she's in some sort of aspect. She is going to be in that show.
That's cool.
I mean, this is my thing. This is guaranteed. I don't know. They have the characters and stuff. Who knows? I mean, it's like
a cameo situation.
Yeah, cameo of some sort. It's going to happen. But yeah, let me look at. But overall, like no notes. I really don't have any notes on that story.
The only note I have is that what is the doctor's name? Chopper.
Hiralek. Yeah, Hiralek. Yeah, the name of the
his actor, his actor, and his portrayal of his character. The best in the entire series so far. Yeah. He embodies his character better than anyone on that entire series so far. He was amazing.
Yeah, that was
mannerisms, the way he walked, the way he everything. He was so good.
Yes, and then the back. Okay, let me see. So Mark. Okay, so the real actor's name is Mark Herelick.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's what I said.
What's his character's name? Because I feel like that's what you told me.
His name is the name of his character is Dr. Hiralek.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hiralek.
Well, you were not joking.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were actually going to be that close.
Mark Herelick Herelick is spelled Harelik. Hiralek is Hiriluk.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you want to think maybe they just picked him for the net. No, this man was perfect.
No,
that was
perfect
the best
for it.
Casted character I've seen in the entire series.
That was a 1-to-1.
It's amazing. Yeah, it is amazing.
The accent, the passion that he had for the deal. He even said himself that's. I mean, I think that's what makes a good show a good show. It's like even for the. I mean, it's going to be it is at a certain level the actor who's portraying the characters.
Yeah.
But when the actors go above and beyond to be like, I need to be this character because it's big shoes to fill. I mean, it's a big series and stuff, and then
with a rabid fandom.
Yeah, and then the character, and then the creator of the series is very heavily involved.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure, and yet, and then you hear nothing but like, oh yeah, I really wanted to make sure the fan. I mean, you probably hear it a lot, but you actually see that level of passion towards this, and that's what makes. I think that's what makes this show's very, very special when it comes to a live action series of it.
Yeah. Do you feel like this show has the most dedicated characters?
Oh, by far, bar none. I've never seen it. I've never seen it to this level of passion towards this level of passion for any of the cast itself. Like I haven't heard a person in any of the cast that said like, you know what, this is a job.
Yeah.
They're like you were saying, the guy who played Sanji was learning how to cook and stuff and do all this stuff.
So good.
Choreography for Zoro. I just like the character for Usopp. The actor for Usopp is just so chill.
He's so good.
You know, it's like,
oh, he's so good.
Yeah,
and
you know,
he's cute too. I'm like, you're not about to make me lust after and also like Usopp of all people.
He made you change his mind on his character alone. You know, I'm sorry.
Sorry. It's not even important.
No. Say it.
I have a different podcast, and we have like a question of the day that my listeners will submit to me. They know I hate Usopp so much that they did an F, Marry, Kill, and it was like Hisoka, Usopp, and Mahito. Yeah. And I was struggling. I was genuinely struggling. I think I smashed Usopp because you have to kill Mahito.
Why would you smash Usopp?
Let's see what that nose do. It was either that or Hisoka or Mahito. I struggled.
You know what's? I don't even know what to say. I think it's how fast you like you
it's the only saving grace. It's all I had. It's the only thing I had to work with because he's such a horrible character.
Oh my God.
I regret ever saying it again. I hated doing it the first time and I hated reliving it.
That is so amazing.
So with that being said, now you see why I hate that Usopp.
That's being clipped.
Don't.
that is being clipped.
Cut it out. Cut it out. Unless the live action character who plays Usopp sees it, then don't cut it out.
There you go. There's like 555. Wow, that is amazingly amazing. That's funny.
Yes.
So that's like a hate screw at that point if you did.
If it was that. Yes, the anime character. Not the live action.
Not the live action is on the top.
He's adorable. He's so cute.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Anyway,
I like that one. The shift smile. Like he has that one because Usopp.
He's so cute.
The Usopp smile in the anime not that good.
No, it's big old fish lip, big grin ear to ear. That doesn't help me like him.
Yeah. But then you see it in live action, you're like
charming as hell. It's charming as hell.
Melton. It's like ooh.
And then there's a scene where they're in Loge Town Whiskey Peak, and he's on the dartboard. He's playing darts. Do you remember this?
Yes.
He's playing darts, and he's like, I've never played darts before. And he like hits a bullseye. And he's like, I guess it's just winner's luck. And he like throws it behind his shoulder, and it like bounces off somebody's beer mug and off the wall and hits bullseye again. And I'm like, that's pretty good. It was kind of impressive.
It's like, wow, Usopp. Wow,
I hate it.
That's so good.
I hate that. I love him.
Yep. Hey, like I said, they did a good job on the casting. That's what they did.
If they did, then I would hate him. This is different. This is bad casting. Because why is he so charming?
Yeah.
You were gonna say something else. I'm sorry.
I can't even remember what it was.
It was about Usopp.
I think the F, Marry, Kill was pretty much was enough. I think we got it with that alone. So that's amazing. So what was the thing that would you say that would have improved your viewing experience of One Piece season 2? I
mean, honestly, I really don't like the competent Nami.
Competent Nami is a big.
It bothers me a little bit. To improve the show. God, the show is so good. And it's really good because they make little nods to the anime and the manga. I did miss a moment where this is one. I wish I had pre-time skip Zoro, because post-time skip Zoro is what we're getting now. The very serious.
Talking about 3 year? Oh, the 3 year time skip?
Yeah.
I thought technically.
Personality-wise is what I mean.
Yeah, he is a wet towel.
And I admit Zoro pre-time skip was a silly goose. There, that moment when they're getting caught in the wax, and he's like, "I'm gonna put my sword up because I gotta had a cool pose if we get stuck in wax." And Vivi's like, "Is this the time to be doing that?" And he's like, "Okay, y'all gonna be stuck in a
That's what
in a
he did
corny
in the anime,
pose."
though.
He didn't do it in the live action. He put his thing up and he was like, "We have to be strong."
Yeah,
and then he got
don't
stuck
give him
there.
the satisfaction. That's
Yes,
what he was
but
saying.
in the anime, he's like, "Okay, you guys are gonna have a corny pose. I'm gonna be looking real cool." And then as the wax crept up, they were like, "Oh my god, we're gonna get stuck." He was like, "You should have had a cool pose like me."
Yeah.
Like he's a goofy goober,
yeah.
and I miss that. But
Yeah.
I get that it's kind of. I feel like not fans. I feel like people, if he came out of the gates a goofy goober, that has been so long ago. I think maybe people may have forgotten, so people would be like, "That's not a really accurate Zoro." So I guess I get the stoic Zoro. That's fine. I just personally miss pre-time skip Zoro.
You know what I think though, and this is what I've always kind of come down to this, that I don't think One Piece live action is meant for you.
I like it, guys.
Well, no. It's not. It's
no,
not
you're right.
a knock to it.
God, am I a shitty fan?
No. It's not even that. It's just that because you've seen, like, I think the reason why they want to make a live action series usually is that they're wanting to make it to introduce a series, like an adaptation of something to fans that don't know the series.
Fair.
And I think that, like, and then I mean, you can't, no one cannot resist. If anyone who is a huge fan of this series will obviously want to watch it. They obviously will watch it. But then they're also going to have their opinions on it. But their level of their opinion is, they'll be like, "Oh, it's not like this." The natural thing is like, "Oh, they did this differently in the anime." Just and everyone's like that. Everyone, I mean, you just can't help it.
Sure.
But the series isn't catered for the One Piece fan. It's catered for the fan that doesn't watch anime or the fan that doesn't know what One Piece is and stuff. It's like, is it a good viewing experience? Now, like. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, you're very validated on, you know, your thoughts about like, yeah, this isn't the right Zoro. It isn't the right Zoro because, like, when you were saying that, I was like, yeah, you're right. He was saying like weird small quips and stuff like that.
He did a little Tarzan yell through the jungle once.
Yeah, yeah, he was more playful and stuff. And then, like, after he fought Mihawk, he realizes like the gap, and then after that, he became like then he became time skip Zoro. Really,
kind of,
really,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
and I'm gonna get ahead of the comments and say, I get, if this was me watching us talk about this, my first thought after hearing me say all this was like, well, then go back and watch the anime if you hated the live action so much. I like the live action.
Yeah.
You are correct in saying that, like, it's not that it's not for me, but you're right. I am going into it with my preconceived notions, the things that I am looking forward to seeing.
Yeah.
And it's hard to condense a 1100 episode show.
You absolutely cannot do it. It like, you could be the best of the person, you can be the most impartial person in the world, but if you know where that stuff is coming from, if you've read the manga, if you watched the animes, if you watched all the movies, and then you go back into a Netflix series that does only 8 episodes of just that whole thing that condenses season 1 from like 60 episodes down to 8, you're going to be incredibly critical about it. And it's not, and it's okay. I mean, it's perfectly okay.
Thank you.
It is perfectly okay. I just, like, it's just the matter of, like, you just can't be like you can't take anything of that at heart, you know, when it comes to it. And I think that's what this is. Like, I don't usually, I know we rate the series at the end every time, but it's like, it doesn't mean anything, you know? But, well, I mean, it doesn't mean anything to a point like, oh, I mean, like, it's a 10 series, and then it's like, okay, it's an app, because I don't want to make it like a review. It's not really a review. It's a conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
Of like what our rating is of our experience.
Enjoyment, level of enjoyment.
Exactly.
For us.
Exactly. Like, that's the kind of it is.
Well, that's a great point. The ratings that we give at the end of these shows is not the rating of the show. It's our level of enjoyment.
Yes, that's exactly what. So I wanted to make that kind of clear itself. So no, you're not coming across as, like, you know, as like a hater towards all that.
Because I do genuinely I enjoy it.
It is a great show. Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, what do you think about it?
I love. Okay, so like I really don't have any notes. Like, I think that they somehow mastered the relevancy in the world of One Piece
Yeah.
in a Cliff Note version of it. But yeah, at the same time, you're not losing identity. You're not losing the main track of what they're needing to do. They are doing a great job. Because remember I believe the last time when we did a review for Black Lagoon.
Y'all should watch it. It's such a good episode.
Definitely watch it.
It's so much fun.
Love that.
It's my favorite episode of this podcast so far.
Yeah. Like when we did Black Lagoon, the question that we had was because it didn't really have a underlying issue that caused the show, that brought the show that kind of level of,
it was so episodic.
Consistency. Yeah, it was very episodic. But this one is incredibly story driven, and then there's so many different off things, and they did a very artistic way of like introducing new characters, letting go of new characters, the bad guys, the antagonists, like the TLC for each of the actors that are into all of it. That like every piece that they have so far done. Every piece that they have so far done, has been so much looked into, like, and people are like taking it seriously. Yeah, and you can't ask for anything more better than that.
Yeah, the level of dedication is unreal.
Yeah,
it's so unreal.
Yeah, and I mean, so props to the folks. I mean, I love the acting calls. Even though I've been hearing about like some people are like saying, oh, the director of this of One Piece knew who the actor was for Nami and prior to the show, and it's like I forgot her name, Emily Rudd or something. Emily Rudd, and then but then that's how she got the part. I'm like, who gives a shit?
I don't care because she's fantastic.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
She's so good. She's beautiful too.
She is beautiful.
She's gonna be such a when she grows her hair all long like post time skip Nami. She's gonna be so pretty.
Well, we don't even know how far it's gonna go. That's one
true.
thing. So
I
we
think
don't know.
there was rumors of it's not going to Oda already knows what the stopping point of the live action is going to be. So I don't know.
So if
maybe
it does
will
go to
be
that
the
point,
time skip.
I hope it does, or something. Well, there may have to be a part where something's got to give on the on where they're going, where they're going to stop it. Hopefully, the real question is where are they going to stop it? Like, are they going to add Skypiea? Well, I mean, Skypiea is going to happen.
What everybody hates. I love Skypiea.
I don't like Skypiea.
Why does everybody hate that art?
Because it's not it took forever just to fight the dude, the lightning guy, and I guess he was a Logia.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I just said he wasn't he wasn't a good match for Luffy.
No, but that he is a top tier villain. I wish he had. If it was anybody but Luffy, that man stands with like Kaido on levels of power. Yeah, he called himself a god, and he was close because he had that's a whole different thing. My goodness. Yeah.
Well, Skypiea, I just can't wait to Thriller Bark. Thriller Bark is gonna be a good one. I
hate Gecko Mordia.
You don't? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, there's so many good characters in this that gets introduced in that. Well, even the what's the name? The ghost girl.
Perona.
Yeah, Perona is going to be.
She's got the best laugh.
Exactly.
Yeah. So cute. I love her and her like brother sister dynamic with Zoro is so funny too. With Mihawk as like the frustrated father. I love it so much. They're so
like
cute.
That she's just like Zoro's there for trading, Mihawk is trading him, and then Perona's just there.
Dicking around pretty much. Pretty much teasing Zoro, hiding his swords and laughing at him, and I love it.
So funny.
They are just a perfect little family. It's so cute.
I just want to know what they're gonna do with Gecko Moria because like it's gonna be very weird. Because like I mean Gecko Moria can get big and all this craziness and stuff like that.
We saw giants. I don't think it's going to be that bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, feature wise, he's weird. He's like a pinball. It's very odd. So I don't know. And then I'm also wanting to see what they're going to do with Brooke. Because it was cool seeing Brooke with human form Brooke.
Yeah, but Skeleton Brooke.
Yeah, Skeleton Brooke's going to be CG. Has to be CG. Because I can't have a guy in the skeleton outfit.
No, it's crazy. Like it's just the skeleton suits where the bones are there, but it's just a black shirt around it.
That's just like low budget. We ran out of
like a Spirit Halloween costume.
We ran out of money.
This, by the way, this probably is so expensive.
Oh,
it has to be expensive.
Oh yeah, no doubts in my mind. But they got the money. It's Netflix.
Fair.
And they're getting their views back towards us too.
Yeah,
so.
No, for sure.
Yeah. So okay, so at the end. We're at the end of the show. So what would you rate? Well, right now we are working on a rating system.
I've had mine.
You got the rating system?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So what's your rate?
So our rating system, because we kind of teased it and didn't get to it, it's our least favorite character to our favorite character. That's like our 1 to 5 rating system. Just to give a little backstory for not backstory, but like explanation for mine. Mine is least favorite, the worst rating that I would give something. Obviously, Usopp. It goes from least to best. Usopp, Zenitsu, Shinobu, which is like a mid-ground. Like, yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Corazon.
Okay.
That's my boo.
Corazon is 4?
Yeah, because I have my reasons. And then Spike Spiegel is my absolute best.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. So from a rating from Usopp to Spike, I give it a Corazon.
You go 4.
Yeah. So because it's amazing. It's so amazing. And the only reason why Corazon is not my 5 is because I didn't get enough of him. So One Piece live action, I could watch so much more of it if they had even made the episodes like an hour 15 each. Right. I would have even loved it more. So my only qualm is that I didn't get more of it. I really like it, even though I was talking trash. I wasn't though, y'all. Don't come for me.
You were talking so much trash.
I wasn't.
Corazon was your okay. You know, it's fine. Corazon is perfect. Hey, it's a One Piece character, so
I adore Corazon. He's only in 3 episodes, and he's my favorite character in One Piece.
That says a lot, though.
I loved him so much.
I can't. Yeah, please, if y'all want to see that about what's it called? What was it? Flamingo? Don Flamingo story?
Doflamingo, yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be a good one if we ever do that one. That's going to be pretty interesting.
So much.
Okay, so as for
your rating, what's your system?
Okay, so the 5 that we have for me,
this is gonna be news to me too, y'all.
Is we all know how much my profound hatred is for Shinji, so.
He didn't do anything wrong.
He did a lot of things wrong.
He was a victim.
He's not a victim. Yeah, he had a shitty childhood, a given. Yes, his dead mom is is a clone that's actually is one of the people that he fights with. Yes, but you know what? Other people have problems too.
Wow, that sounds like a bunch of victim blaming to me. That's crazy.
Yes. So, anyways,
he's your number.
He's my 1.
Crazy.
He's my 1.
Shinji.
Yeah, Shinji.
Not even
1.
his dad.
No.
Not Hikari.
Dad's an asshole. Given. Yeah, Hikari
not Hikari. He's my boy from JJK. Love him.
Hikari was it was the.
It's a weird hairstyle.
Yeah, it's a weird hairstyle. But so Shinji's my number 1. Number 2 is Kenta from Don
to Don.
From Don to Don.
He did nothing wrong either. He's just a little stud.
I don't like it.
He's a little sweet baby.
The singing and all that stuff. No, don't need it.
Scale is. I give your scale an Usopp.
So there was gonna be Kenta.
Okay, who's your neutral? Who's your 3?
Number 3 is your favorite, Tequila Gundam. So that is going to be.
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
Tequila Gundam is the best Gundam, and then I will definitely put a picture of it.
I don't know what that is.
There is an anime called G Gundam. I know you don't care about Gundams,
not even a little
whatsoever.
Bit.
I don't care about Gundams as much either. But Tequila Gundam is the white whale for me, because Tequila Gundam, they openly made the choice of putting a sombrero and a poncho.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. They put a sombrero on top of this Gundam. I don't think they have a poncho. If he has a poncho,
that's
please
crazy.
tell me that. So that was Mexico's Gundam that they put in this series. It is amazing. And I wish that they had when I went to Japan, I was looking for a Tequila Gundam because I would love to have one. I don't know much about Gundams, but that is the perfect look of it. Your friend will definitely know what Tequila Gundam is. You should.
I already got yelled at once about asking him about Gundams. I'm not asking anything.
Yeah,
else.
you're done.
I accidentally said all mechs were Gundams, and he tore into me.
Oh yeah, he's like, it's not the same thing.
It was crazy.
That's my 3. Tequila Gundam is my 3.
Okay.
Number 4 is Zoro. I like Zoro.
Okay. I
Zoro
liked him so much.
Yeah, huh?
I didn't know you liked him so much.
Well, I don't really like. I mean, I would say
number
4.
2.
Zoro. If anyone, I just liked how he never fights at 100%. He's always injured, but because in some sort of way and stuff. True. But the dude is just his demeanor and stuff. The fact that he's fighting with 3 swords is just so cool and stuff. Yeah. I was actually thinking. Do you remember? Kind of, this is an intrusive thought, but do you remember when they were when they were fighting the dude with the sword, the sword hand?
Axe Hand Morgan.
Yeah, Axe Hand Morgan. Wasn't there a guy who was moonwalking?
Yeah.
That was.
Oh yeah.
He walked backwards and he just slowly and stuff.
I don't remember his name, but yes.
Was that part of that, or was that something else? Because I couldn't
think
sworn.
it was.
Okay, I'm glad that they cut that. That's what I was thinking about. So I was like,
what is that guy's name? Yeah, no, he's in it.
okay, I don't know.
And he comes back. He comes back.
He
He's been there a
does?
couple times. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay, because I was trying to remember. Was that Axan Morgan, or was that a different?
No.
Well, Axan Morgan does come back because he was in Impel Down, I think, right? Because
I think you're thinking of the. Oh, God, we
Anyways,
got to stop asking questions
been a
and
long
make
time.
it poke holes in our.
I know, right? But it is.
expertise.
Okay, and then my final one is Helsing Alucard. I loved Alucard. Yeah, especially in the abridged.
I was gonna
ones.
ask you, like the abridged better or the original?
God, like I don't want to go with the. I mean, the abridged was just freaking hilariously fun.
Funny.
So funny. And I think it's a special place, but the original one, the way he was originally set out, it wasn't like he was already awesome and cool in itself. So obviously, not only am I going to give this a Zorro, I'm going to give this a live action Zorro. So that's what.
Better? What does that mean?
Well, because I mean, just on the mode itself. So so we'll see how this is. So that's going to be
flavor of Zorro.
Yes. So it was a good show. I definitely loved it. There wasn't, like I said, no notes. I mean, they really cooped it up for me. I loved the 8 episodes kept me to watch it. Maybe I was in a situation where I could just straight binging it, but even if I didn't,
lot, 8 hours.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was on a 13-hour flight.
Oh, fair. Forgot that you were.
Yeah. I did 4 episodes, took a nap, and then watched the other 4. That's what I did.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So.
Sorry, I have one more thing to add.
Yes.
Crocodile is in this too, and that's my husbando. That's one of my
the laugh from Crocodile. I love how slow he's just like just so slow.
We just didn't mention it, and I need to hi Crocodile.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. That's all I needed to say.
Yeah, that's true. Crocodile was like they didn't show Crocodile until the very end. No,
he's kind of like the Ozai situation where it's like you only get him a little bit at the end because you got to make him ominous and the mystery of it.
Mm-hmm. They just revealed him.
They did.
Yeah,
a little bit.
That was gonna be really nice. So
yeah, he is.
Yeah, is he gonna be the final boss of all of them?
Mm-hmm. Alabasta arc. What do you mean of all of them?
I'm talking about Ozai.
No, that's what?
Was those I'm thinking about something completely different. Never mind. Anyways, we'll stop this before we go any crazier. So guys, what do you think about live action season 2 of One Piece? We'd love to know what your thoughts are about it, and also if you want to be a part of the community of it, just type it or check out the poll below. Yes, you loved it. No, you hated it, or whatever. What was a peak or mid or whatever you were saying. And then the third one is you never watched it and you don't care, but that's all good.
But don't also watch it.
Yes, but you absolutely should. This is a must watch. I would say.
It's so good, y'all.
Mm-hmm. If you never was a fan of One Piece, or if you weren't intending on wanting to watch or read the series, this is a good adaptation. So far, it's a good adaptation. Yeah. We don't know if it's going to jump the shark or not, but
and if you are a One Piece fan, take it from a diehard, a newly crowned diehard, still really good.
Newly crowned?
Yeah, because I've only been a One Piece fan for like 3 years, 4 years.
Oh, okay,
I guess it's longer than that. But like it's like a 4-year long One Piece fan.
No,
but I'm into it.
You're into it. You're all in.
So into it now.
You're up to date and everything.
Yeah.
Oh man, I need to. I'm like 2 years behind.
That's okay. That's just not a show that you catch up on. It's uncomfortable to catch up on One Piece because then you got to watch it week to week, and you're like, "Ooh, we're still running down this hallway."
It's like, oh, that hallway, you're still running. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
I just finished Wano. That's where I'm at.
So good.
I need to go.
I'm so interested to hear what you think about the art design difference in Egghead.
Oh,
it's a drastic change.
Oh, it's probably Wano already was kind of showing a lot of it, especially with the awakening of Luffy and stuff.
Yeah.
But like this, I have seen pics and clips of this, and it just seems like it's like a movie budget.
It's just everybody's like round and shiny.
Yeah,
now.
It's really weird.
It is weird.
We'll see. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching and listening to another episode of Anime Nokori. We'll be back again with some awesome new series, so definitely stay tuned. But if in the meantime, if you're wanting to not miss an episode, just by all means, follow, subscribe on our YouTube page, Anime Nokori, or do us a favor, give us a thumbs up on our podcast services. That definitely goes a long way on the algorithm, and be a part of the community as always.
We like hearing from you guys. Like, genuinely, I ask y'all 1,000 questions per episode. I want to hear the answers. She's
going to be asking, hey, he's going to give you a notebook of homework.
Your homework is due at the end of the year, and I want to see. It's an open book test, y'all. Stop it.
90% of your test score relies on all these little small things. So there you go. Okay, but once again, this is Davis.
And I'm Tiffany.
Y'all, take it easy.